the various area MPs from Narok County, my colleague, the PS for Tourism, Wanao Loltua, and we have a number of elected MCAs from the county government of Narok, a number of officers within the State Department for Interior. We have our colleagues who work, of course, the staff of the county government of Narok, and a number of residents of Narok County, together with guests who have accompanied me, as well as the proprietors of this facility. Good afternoon. Now, allow me to, first of all, just go through the motions by reading my speech. Now, it gives me a lot of pleasure to be here today to address the residents of Narok County. The national government and Narok County government have continued to have cordial relations, and this visit is an indicator of that relationship. The two levels of government share common security concerns for the area and look forward to strengthening the resolve to enhance security for the people's economic and social development. To further the intergovernmental relations as guided by the Constitution of Kenya, the national government heeds the clarion call by the governor of the county of Narok to enhance its security coverage of the Mara Reserve by converting county rangers to national police reservists. We note that the status of being a ranger comes with limitations in terms of equipping, training, and operational capacity of the Masai Mara security rangers in handling the rapidly emerging security threats within the reserve. Therefore, the registration of the county rangers as NPR was given priority to pave way for other improvements in capacity through training and provision of improved modern firearms. Consequently, county rangers have been taken through rigorous paramilitary training in different government training colleges such as GSU Training College in Embakasi, Administration Police Training College in Embakasi, the Kenya Forest Service Training College in Londiani, and KWS Law Enforcement Academy in Manyani for wildlife management, as well as paramilitary skills. Ladies and gentlemen, the government acknowledges that vetting and subsequent redeployment of rangers as NPR is set to fill the NPS gap for the county, which is vast with several security challenges, such as poaching, perennial human-wildlife conflict, illegal logging, and environmental degradation, especially in the Masai Mau forest. I wish to direct that the NPRs being commissioned today shall be under the command of the county police commander, who will also assist in the multi-agency framework of securing the national park, Masai Mara National Reserve, Mau Forest, Loita Forest, and in maintaining a safe and secure environment for visitors to the reserves and any other duties that will be assigned to them. They will be expected to strictly adhere to the National Police Service Act as well as the service standing orders. Therefore, Narok County now boasts of a strength of 592 NPRs who have been vetted and approved by the county security team and trained to take up the new mandate in liaison with the National Police Service Command structures. The officers are drawn from the Transmara East, West, Narok Central, and Narok West sub-counties. Further, with a successful launch today, and in the spirit of shared responsibilities between the two levels of government, the national government, through the NPS, has allocated 464 modern guns to replace the old Mark IVs in the hands of rangers. While the county government has committed to procuring modern troop carrier land cruisers, and I've seen a number of them on a governor today, to regularize maintenance arrangement for the firearms and standardize provision of food ratio, fuels, as well as improve housing facilities for all the NPRs. In addition, the county government has committed to provide remuneration for the new NPRs, and of course, as the national government, we are committing to ensure that the same way we treat the NPRs in other parts of the country, we shall do the same for Narok County. Ladies and gentlemen, I wish to reiterate that NPRs commissioned today are meant to complement the national security organs in discharging their duties to the peace-loving residents of this county. Any cases of indiscipline or misuse or abuse of the firearms issued today will be met with the full force of the law. And I think this is important. It needs to sink in. In addition, the NPRs will not be a tool for use by misguided quarters to settle differences, be they personal or political. As I conclude, I call upon all of you to embrace the new way of working between the two levels of government as we spread the message of peace and security across the county. The starting point is for all of us here to be peace crusaders, and indeed, if all of us observe the rule of law, support and respect the institutions charged with managing our day-to-day security, we will surely have a peaceful and forward-looking county in terms of socioeconomic development. Finally, it's worth noting that an affirmative authority, beyond doubt, that the graduate NPR officers are now much qualified, dedicated, motivated to work anywhere within Narok County as National Police Reserve officers. Now, I think I need to turn to Excellency the Governor. When I'm in Narok, I feel like I'm at home. The MP for the area is a very good friend, and he is my chairman in the National Assembly. And a number of concerns and issues that have been raised, whether we look at the remuneration or the allowances for the NPRs, we will have to work very closely with him and his committee so that we get the necessary budgetary support to enable us realize that. And a number of other challenges. We have issues around the operation of a number of administrative units, which is very key for service provision to wananchi, and we'll be working very closely with them. Within my state department, for this region, the Regional Commissioner, Bwana Malim, who has done a very good job, and he has a very supportive team with him. Our expectation is that we continue on that trajectory, and as national government, we are under duty to work closely with the county government, because that is what the Constitution expects us to do, and that is what the direction that has been given by His Excellency President William Ruto. And as we do that, we will ensure that we give you the necessary support to discharge your mandate. There are definitely concerns in the discharge of those mandates, and one of them for this county is the issue of early pregnancies. And Bwana RC, the county commissioner, the chiefs and the assistant chiefs, this is to put everyone on notice. We must change that trajectory and ensure that our young girls are able to go through school so that they can also be people like we are today. And there is no debate around that. And I want to urge the residents of Narok County, particularly parents and the leaders, you must support us in ensuring that we deal decisively with incidences of early pregnancies. And Mheshimiwa Ngeno, we will work closely with you and the rest of the national leaders to ensure that we support our young girls. I've mentioned about what we are doing within the State Department, of course, through the National Police Service, to ensure that the NPRs are properly armed, and there will be a gradual process to this. The numbers of rangers who are being converted into NPRs is definitely high, and progressively as the vetting takes place, we will ensure that we properly equip them. And the county government is also playing its role. This support has to continue, but it's a challenge to the NPRs that support must be taken seriously, and it has to be done with a lot of responsibility, so that the arms that are made available to yourselves are utilized for the correct reason. And lastly, as I finish, the overall goal is to ensure that we have a secure environment, not just for Narok County, but for the entire country, so that we can go about our businesses uninterrupted. We need to improve the livelihoods of our people. We need to address the issues of employment and unemployment, and we cannot do that if we don't have a secure environment. We will be leading this together with my boss, who is the CS, on behalf of the President and also on behalf of Kenyans, because it's our duty to deliver on that. As I wind up, I'm sure we will need to do the other ceremonies, but because of time, our office and my office is open to constantly engage, and I want to encourage and challenge the leadership of Narok County that whenever there are issues, we are running a transparent government, we have an open door policy, let's have consultations, and where we can resolve issues, let's do that, because that is what Kenyans expect of us. Thank you.